So, how many sales people in the audience here? How many of you live out of a suitcase? Okay. So I just want to narrate this one incident. Got out of a 16-hour flight, checked into my hotel, and like all weary travelers, you sort of spec out the room. You go into your room and you check out the bed, and you go into the bathroom, and then you see all the toiletries and said, oh, I can whack this, and yeah, the towels are nice, I can whack that also. And then you see the hair dryer there. That's the only immovable object, unfortunately. Okay, so I sort of did my reconnaissance, and then I was getting ready to retire, had my bath, and I saw this very formidable bed. Now let me explain to you the anatomy of a hotel bed. So you have this bed, right? And you have a mattress that's about 6 inches thick. And then you have another mattress on top of that, also 6 inches thick. And in between this mattress, you have the sheet and the duvet just stuck right inside. Okay, it's like there's more of the covers under the bed than over the bed. And you're tired and you want to, rip this cover apart and get into the bed. I'm pulling and I'm mucking, this cover's not moving. So then I sort of climbed on top of the bed, near the pillow, and then got into it. I felt like a paper in a fax machine. Then finally I'm in the bed, I can't move, okay? And then luckily for me, the light switches are all nearby. So before switching off the light, I just looked around me, and then I see this lizard. And then I call up the housekeeping or reception, and hello, and I said, yes, I'm calling from room 4220, and there's a little dinosaur in my room. Yeah. I said, yeah, there's a dinosaur. Yeah. It's a gecko, mate. I said, what? It's a gecko. I said, okay. And then he puts the phone down. I said, hello. I didn't call up for a zoology class. Okay. So I'm fed up and I decided to sleep. So I'm trembling, and I put the light switch off. And you know what happens? Do you know that lizards, they have transparent eyelids? So when it's closed, there's actually open. It's one psychic experience. So this guy is on the wall again, looking at me. Then I switched off the light. And then I put it on again. Then he's over there, on the wall again, looking at me. And I'm looking at him, and he said, hey, I saw you there, you went there. Hey, who me? Nah, I didn't go there. Then this goes on. Light off, light on there, light off, light on there. And I'm fed up, man. Then I say, okay, boss, I'm really tired, I'm going to bed. So then one last time I switch off the light and I switch it on, and he's nowhere around. Then I'm lying on the bed, and he's up there. Looking at me. And I'm looking at him. He's looking at me, looking at him. And I must have given the loudest scream ever possible known to mankind. And then this guy, he got all psyched, and his suction whatever didn't work. And patak, he falls on top of me. And now he's like this. And I'm in fax mode. I can't move my muscles. I'm in fax mode, and he's like, okay. So, what do? My right brain kicks in, and then I start. He's on my chest. I'm blowing. And this fellow, hey, macha. This is better than the head in the bathroom. And I'm blowing. Nothing's happening. I'm blowing again. And he's like enjoying it. His eyebrows are doing the dance, you know. I'm glad you're all laughing at my anxiety. Okay. So then, it's about 12 o'clock in the night. This drama between the lizard and me has been going on for 2 hours. And then he's still there, right? He's like, he's frozen, he's psyched, I am psyched, we are both psyched, we're both looking at each other. And then I decided what do you do in situations like this? You ask God for help, right? So I started singing. In moments like these, I lift up my voice. And this guy, he must have got disgusted because I was singing in a falsetto like Bee Gees. And he's like, and then he sort of ran off. Thank you. That's my story. Thanks.